Hey everyone. I don't even know if anybody's here because I haven't streamed in so long. But I'm trying to get back into it. I kind of miss it. Like at least streaming on like my personal channels. Usually I like stream on my work channels, even though this is still for work. Let me make sure that I'm using the right mic. I'm not. There we go. All right, so for now, let me tell people too that I'm about to stream. But what I'm gonna show or what I'm gonna try doing, right? First off, the product I work with, Goose, it got a new user interface. So I was gonna go through that today and just see what all was going on with it. And then also we have this idea of sub-agents, and I kind of want to see how far I could push it in terms of like what it can build. Like I've done like little small stuff with it, but nothing crazy yet. And I do need to do documentation. I don't know if I'll get all of this done within the time that I plan. Basically, I'm planning to do this up until my kid gets home from be staying at my mom's house. Cause lately I sometimes work with her at home, but it's actually really hard. So yeah, let me oh, she's gonna come home soon. Basically probably in an hour or 30 minutes to an hour. So let me go ahead and just like look at what's here, like in the new UI. And also I wanna just post my link here. Okay. So, anyways, back to what I was doing. So this is the new UI. It used to be like black fully, but now like the dark mode is gray, I guess. So let's just look around. I guess when you join in, it basically has like the total number of sessions that you've done and the total number of tokens that you've taken up. They moved over the directory and the attached file here, and also like some of the models. So basically some settings have moved over here. You can see your chats. Popular chat topics. I don't think I noticed this before. Oh, this is just like ideas of what someone can do. And then history. Cool, cool, cool. So it's generally kind of the same idea. What I do want to do is have it create some sub agents for me. So these are like little instances or smaller instances of the Goose agent, and you can have them working sequentially. Hey Max, what's up? You can have them working sequentially or in parallel. I haven't used it extensively, but I do want to like make some cool demos and stuff like that off of it. So I was thinking I can make um like make sub agents make like a tower defense type of game. So I'm gonna try that. And I had this prompt that I wanted to give it. Basically, I'm gonna say build a tower defense game with, and I'm gonna say 3 sub agents working sequentially, then in parallel. So basically, I want one sub agent to start with a game designer defining mechanics, then second, or I should say as a game designer, and then a second sub agent as a front end um, developer to do the game engine. And then once the developer starts the UI, um, I want to see them both like do this, like basically work sequentially. I do want to make sure this is using JavaScript, just because I mean, I guess I could use Python, but I'm lazy and I want to use what I'm familiar with. Use JavaScript. This could fail and this could go well. We don't know. Let me zoom in even more. Yeah, this could fail. This could go well. I don't know how like strong I could push or hard I could put sub agents since they're experimental, but let's see what happens. Okay, so it's like I'll help you build the tower defense game with specific workflow you describe, sequential dependence management, and then followed by parallel. So yeah, you can basically have them do parallel or sequential. quick question. Do you miss tool responses as they are not visible right now? You know what? Mm, that is a good question. I do like the tool responses a lot, but this is like maybe my third time using the new UI. So let me get back to you on that because I kind of just only opened it to do some documentation, but I haven't like fully used it just yet until now. Okay, so is having them basically sequentially do this? Yeah. The thing I thought that's interesting about subagents is like to configure it, it's just all through your prompt. Like I was looking everywhere for like how do I set this? Maybe I need to set it in like my config.yaml, but you kind of just tell it like here's when I want you to time out or here's how many um like turn like max turns you can try. So I think that's interesting too. Hmm. Let's see what happens. The thing that's weird, at least for me about subagents, is and I guess this is the whole point, but you can't really see what's going on. And like sometimes I want to see what's going on. It kind of just tells you, okay, it went ahead and did this, but I want to know like the conversation back and forth. I wish there was a way to see like the logs for that. I could just not know about it. But yeah, I haven't let me see if there's like some background music. I haven't streamed by myself in like a long time, like forever. Um, so we had to practice. Let's see what music they got. Dance pop dreaming? What's that? You have this in the background so it's not so quiet. Okay. It said the game designer completed the comprehensive design document. Now let's have the front end developer implement the game engine. Okay, where did it complete it though? I would like to see that. Let me see. Oh, I started this in the Goose repo by accident. Let me see if it's in there. Pull it up for you guys in the Finder. And I'll turn down the music just a little. Yeah, I'm gonna start streaming more by myself. It just gets a little busy. Okay, let's see. I put this in live stream demos, Goose. Or even I'm gonna pull up Cursor, just see if they like built some kind of files for me. Okay. Git status. Okay, yeah. It has something, it has like information for Git status. It has some like markdown files it made, maybe either the output of the subagent or maybe instructions it gave it. Okay, yeah, it gave it these instructions. It says you're a game content creator tasked with generating towers, enemies, and levels. Okay, that's cool. Interesting. So does the subagent always create markdown files to give the agent information or it just happened to do this? Let me zoom in some more. I don't know how much you guys can see it. Then we have the front end developer and oh, the game specs are in this game design.json file. Okay, cool. I'm supposed to be thinking of like practical things a developer wanted to do. Oh, MD files, markdown files are best practice now. That's cool. I was supposed to be thinking of practical things, but I keep only thinking of like what's like a crazy thing that Goose can make that's fun. Like, yeah, I could think of like oh, a code review bot or something with Docker. Yeah, but I just want to make like games or something fun. All right, let's see what's in this index.html if it's even related because I just be oh, obviously it's not just gonna pop up here. I just be like making random stuff and forgetting to remove them. Okay, yeah, this is the game or the beginning of it. And then where's the JavaScript file? Maybe perhaps it's still making it. Okay. In that case, let me just put this in and see what is done so far. Drag it over here so you guys can see it. But yeah, I want to create some content around like how subagents work, like best practices for like setting them up. And I want to use a fun example, but I guess I should also use a serious one. All right, since there's no JavaScript, this is all it has so far, but it's looking like it's about to be interesting. Let's see where it's at now. And then the comment, all multi-agent approaches I saw do it. Interesting. Listen, Max, I'm in the all Goose world. Or well, I guess I use cursor too. I use cursor. But I'm mostly in a all Goose world. So I haven't gotten to see the other multi-agent stuff, but I feel like I should stream that one day, just trying them all out. But not in a way that makes Goose look anyway. Also, I thought you said we can't see the tool calls anymore. But it looks like it still has like, oh, it's writing to here, and then the tool details. Oh, a tier list. Oh my god, you're gonna get me in trouble if I'm like, this is S tier. I'm obviously gonna put Goose at the top. I like that. Still waiting for this. But while we are, I'll keep looking at the new UI and seeing some features that are here. Okay, I don't want to. Ooh, cool. So that opens a new session. It popped up over here. What I will still like is for us to be able to like name our sessions. I hope that can happen. If there was like 3 little dots, man, can I add that? Have like 3 little dots at the top and just edit the name of the session. But I do like this. It's really cute, and I like how it's clear where it says like share, resume, rather than when it just had the star. And I think it did have tooltips, but they just took a little long. Oh, and it has a new window here too. I didn't notice this. It's trying again with the front end developer task, but with a more focused approach. What happened before? Yeah, I wish I could see this. And it timed out within 180 seconds. If I did a prompt that said timeout in like, I don't know, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever. I mean, I don't have all that time to be waiting, but I could have like went ahead and edited this on my own. Yeah, I need to be more consistent or just stream in general so more people could pop up. Cause I remember back in the day, I had my little streaming friends with me. I don't know what to call y'all, but yeah. While this is happening, I think I'm going to just do some documentation at the same time since we're just waiting for this to continue. I think I'm just going to go ahead and change the branch in this poll. Yeah. There's a couple of docs I have to do, and people scream at me for this, but I usually use Goose a little bit or a lot for documentation. The new homepage shames the hell out of me. I have 1.5 billion. So really, what? I thought I was using Goose because I got 317 million. I literally ask it for everything. It's like I don't even have a brain anymore. But that's because you're actually building lots of stuff, Max. Like I'm doing light work over here. You're out here building Goose perception. I'm gonna look at the tickets I gave myself for documentation, and I'll try to do some of them. Let me pull it up over here on my side, and I'll probably leave at like 6. Let's see. What did I give myself? I told myself I need to update the managing sessions. Let me see. Here it is. I wanted to update the UI for saving recipes and then smart context window. So if we go ahead, oh, it's adding more. It has a little background here. Play. I got distracted. Hold on, hold on. This is my tower. It's looking kind of basic to me, but it's trying. Let's see. Ooh, what would be interesting if I use the sub agents and do this, and then I ask Goose to just do it without any sub agents, and then I compare the two and see how good each one came out. I think I'm gonna do that to see is this a more ample method or not. Okay. Anyways, back to the documentation that I need to update. So basically, I need to do recipes, saving recipes. Okay, yeah, I need to update this part because it still has the gear icon and everything. So we can do that for now while we wait for these sub agents to get a move on. And I'm gonna tell Goose, can you do this, please? And how do I tell? Oh, the repo. I'm discombobulated. Okay, so I'm gonna say, hey, I have a doc called at saving recipes docs. Ooh, I hate doing the at thing. I'm just gonna put the whole thing in it. I'm just gonna put the whole app. Path. Saving recipes? Where are you? Storing recipes, that's why. What? All right, this is where I am. Okay, I have this file and it's out of date with the current UI. Can you... Well, I don't want it to identify. It might take too long. Let me just tell it, let's update this particular part. Can you update the flow for saving a modified recipe? We're in the Goose repo, so you can check the UI to figure out the correct flow. Okay, go ahead, Goose. It probably might get it wrong, but I just want to see. Hey, TTV Medellin yet? I do read chats. But how are y'all feeling about this era of AI? I know people have very strong feelings around like security and stuff, which I agree. There are areas that we need to improve. Hey, Mike, long time no see. What's happening? How's craft work? It's actually really nice to see you here. Let's see what it did for me. Click the model drop down bot icon in the bottom bar instead of the gear icon. Let's see if that's even true. That's not true, Goose. Or maybe it is. Let me see. Let's create a random recipe. Oh, yeah, it is. Use this. That's true. It's true. Okay. I'm going to run it locally. Okay, so if you just came in, I'm basically letting some sub agents build me a tower game right now. So we have it happening, or a tower defense game. We have it working now right here. I don't think it's done yet, but it's still working on it. Basically, I had one to do the game designing, and then one that's actually implementing the game engine, and then a game content creator to like generate the towers and stuff like that. But since that's taking a little bit, I am also trying to see if I could update some of the documentation to go with the new UI. Will said, I'm building more tools with AI, stuff that used to take too long to get. Exactly, right? You know how fast I am with AI? I actually saw this news article or research that I don't know how much I believe it, but we'll see. It basically said open source developers have been slower with AI. Let me show y'all it. As you can see, I get distracted very easily. Let me see some. Pull up a different Chrome for this. Let's see. I thought it was interesting. We can do this while the subagent works. Because I should do my documentation, but I'm not really in the mood right now. Here it is. Measuring the impact of early 2025 AI on experienced open source developer productivity. And then basically it says AI slows down experienced developers that have an average of 5 years of experience. It's okay, maybe this is too spicy or rude, but it's giving skill issue. Like why why is AI slowing you down? In fact, I feel like my team, they like the engineering team for Goose, they like put out features so fast, and I think it's because they're using Goose to build Goose. It makes it so much easier, so much faster. Like even just understanding how different features work for me when I have to do documentation or my components out of the documentation is just so much faster for me because I don't have to like read all, like I do read the code sometimes, but I don't have to go through it so in depth like I did when I worked at TBD for Web5. I can just be like, how do subagents work? And then it'll give me a nice little summary, and I'm like, perfect. Okay, I think my subagents did most of their thing. Oh, now the content creator is working in parallel with testing the game. That's cool. That's cool. So I'll let it keep testing. I don't see anything. There's nothing in my tower shop. Oh, okay. I don't get how to play it. What the basic tower is placed. Okay. Okay. I'll let it keep going because maybe it's not done. I don't even know. Like I pressed mad at like keyboard arrow stuff, and I don't see any activity based on what I did. Definitely works well for smaller projects, getting mixed results for bigger ones. Interesting. Let me see. I think I used to feel that. Well, I don't know if Goose is considered a small project or a big project, but it feels big-ish. But maybe not like if I worked at like IBM or Google or something. Maybe then I would get issues. It really depends on the model for me and the capabilities of that specific agent, I think. I didn't see what Mike said. Big fan of AI these days, although I use it with caution. I really like how, yes, makes me writing better at tests, something I used to hate. I do not like writing tests. My husband Derek's always writing tests. I'm like, if I were you, I would be getting out of that. But he likes it. It gave me, it's hosting this. It popped up another version. I don't know why. Let's see. It just keeps popping up more windows of this. But yeah, definitely use with caution. There's been times where I committed stuff that I did not mean to commit. But I'm also not the most detail oriented human being. All right. Let me go back to, we were doing documentation and I got distracted. History. And we were updating this. Okay. So what it said is that it updated the flow for me. I'm going to go ahead and press yarn or type yarn start to pull up the documentation just so it can see, and then I'll like walk through it to see which parts are correct and which parts I should edit. Cool. pulling it up. I'll probably leave in like 15 minutes because then my kid will come home. Guys, I don't know how other parents do it. Like, how are your brains working? My brain is like, it feels like tired all the time. I'm like, I can't believe this. Okay, so to save a modified recipe, so how about we go ahead and create a recipe, or we have a recipe already. Um, I want to recipes. Yeah, we have this recipe. I don't want to change it. How about this one? And if you're already using a recipe and you want a modified version, okay, so that means I have to click use recipe, and then if I want to edit it, I want to click the sidebar. Okay, I probably should tell them to click preview. Interesting. I wonder if when you're in it, does it pull up another? This is different than the last one. I could have sworn when you were currently in a recipe, it will add a new, get out of here, Goose. It will add a new, like, item to the menu that will say view recipe or save recipe, but that is no longer here. So I don't know if that's like relevant anymore. And even if you press preview, you can't really edit it. Is this intended? I should have brought this up before. I think this is something I'm gonna just ask my teammates, unless you have to like just create a completely new one. Let me say, hey. Yeah, I guess you can't edit an existing recipe. Okay, bye Max. I know I'm not really doing anything crazy. Okay, that part's weird. But my subagents are done. So they said, or Goose said, it did all of this, right? So basically it made a sequential phase, a parallel phase. Cool, cool, cool. And I guess it can try, it opened a million of these. I'm gonna refresh it and see if we can try playing. Start wave one. How do I even play this though? Arrow? I'm gonna ask Goose. Okay, that increases the speed. How do I play this? I'm curious also how many tokens this use, because this is supposed to help a bit with like content preservation. Okay. Select the tower. Oh, okay. Clearly I don't play these tower defense games. After selecting a tower, click on any green or brown area, not in the path. Okay. I'll try. Start wave. I want a basic tower. What? Yeah, I don't get it still. It's like all selected. I'm gonna ask Goose again. It seems like they are all selected. Is this intended? Those are the two things I need to note to myself, is that we can't really edit a modified recipe anymore, at least not from what I'm seeing, which kind of sucks. But let's look at the flow to create a new recipe and see how that works. or if it's changed. So we go to the sidebar, click create new recipe. It already has this filled in. Okay, I'm just gonna say test recipe. And for folks who don't know what a recipe is, these are actually kind of cool. These give you like a, how do I say, like a reusable workflow for your AI processes. So like, for example, I have this one, cancel, that we can just look at the instructions for. And this is like for onboarding a new engineer to a particular project that I have. So basically, the instructions that I gave it is like, help this user get set up with Docker. I don't know how well you guys can see it. I'll zoom in even more, but basically help them get set up with Docker and Docker Compose and all their configuration files. And then it opens up the app for them. And it could also help them if they want to implement a new feature. It'll tell them like, oh, here's how, like, here's the GitHub issues that I would create for you. And like, here's how you should tackle it. So I think it's kind of cool that you can have like these reusable workflows that you could also share with people as well. I'm curious how the share changed too. Let me see. If I press use, how would I share it with somebody? Where's the deep link? Preview. Interesting. Recipes have changed so much in this new UI. Maybe it'll give me one if I have usually you can have a conversation with it and then make a recipe from that. So if we go to like a past conversation I had, maybe like about history. Maybe about this updated documentation flow. If I press resume, oh, it just resumes like that. Interesting. Everything has changed. I'm not used to it. Okay. So I'm going to do this and I'm going to say open a new window instead. Perfect. What's the point of that versus resume? And then I'm going to, I can't make this into a recipe. Wow. Yeah, I'm going to ask about all these because this entire experience changed. Wow. But yeah, that's I'm clearly confused or new to new to what we're looking at right now. But there's a couple of things I guess I want to highlight is and I'll probably highlight it to my team, is just like how recipes changed. Like I guess you can't generate a new recipe the same way anymore. Let me ask, I might even ask Goose, what does this see? I'm going to change my working directory here. And I'm going to say, don't look at the documentation. How do you create a recipe from a current session? Look at the Electron UI code. Let's see what it'll tell me. Oh, yeah, I know. The other thing I wanted to do before I go is, all right, so we had the subagent that created, or the 3 subagents that created a tower defense game. I want to see if I just ask Goose to create the tower defense game without any subagents, how the results compare. I think that could be interesting. So I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to give the same prompt, except I'll take away the idea of the subagents. Build a tower defense game. And then I'll say, let's say define the game mechanics. And implement the game engine. And then generate towers, engines, and levels. And then I'll just say use JavaScript. Let's see if the speed is different, if the quality of the game itself is different, if it times out. That's going to be interesting. Okay. Okay, looking at the code, I can see how to create a recipe from your current session. Am I slow? Where is the make agent from chat button? Where's the make agent or create or recipe, make recipe button from chat? Because I don't see it. Yeah, let's see what happens when it makes this whole tower defense thing. And maybe I'll try to stream like even every day just to get more used to it. Because the other thing I want to get used to, right, is like when no one's watching me and Goose, we're like killing it together. And then when I got to demo it, there's certain areas where I'm like, oh, I'm not used to getting around this. And I feel like I used to demo like GitHub Copilot stuff live more. So I was used to being like, oh, I know what to do in this situation. Or here's my little trick of making sure the results are always the same. So I definitely want to do this a little bit more. Okay, it's checking that for me. And here it created an HTML file. So I do want to see, the path. Maybe it looks a little different. Maybe it looks the same. Oh, it's a little bit more basic. Not even a little. It's a lot more basic. I think we got like a more detailed one. My problem is of me choosing to do a tower defense game. I guess I don't really know how to play them. Okay, so it says the make recipe button is at the bottom of the chat. I don't see it. Oh, configure Goose senses right here. Yeah, I do not see this. This is interesting. But y'all, what do you think of what you see? Like, what's your favorite AI agent tool to use right now? Is it Claude or Cursor? Anyone else using Goose, or it's just me? Are you liking GitHub Copilot as an agent? I like Cursor. I like Goose. Basically, those are like my two ones. Yeah, I'm gonna have to after this, I'm gonna have to look into figure out like what happened with recipes. Where's the button? Because that's really weird to me. Like, how am I supposed to make a recipe from the particular chat? Maybe if I open a chat that already existed? No. Or looking at my past history. I cannot see it. The other cool thing is I can do like scheduled stuff. So maybe for some of my streams, I might plan what I'm going to do rather than just jumping in. But I was kind of like, I'm just going to jump in and get back on the flow of streaming because I haven't done it in so long. Okay, let's see if this Goose is done. All right, it is. And what it created is this. Guess it doesn't even have a start. Ooh, what if I make it make like a game from like Windows like 95 or something, like pinball? No, pinball might be a little too much for it, but maybe Minesweeper. I want to try that. And before I go, I'm gonna try making it make Minesweeper with a sub. Like, okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I have a great idea. First off, I'm actually gonna ask Goose. Like, I want Subagents to build a Minesweeper game. Give me a prompt for it. I could totally do it myself, but obviously I'm lazy now. No, but I also just like to see like how would the AI agent communicate with another AI agent? So I had this area. Interesting. So it does create a session. Oh, okay, cool. So it creates a session for each of the subagents. I didn't realize that. But what I want to look at is trying to see the names of what I gave it. 528, 510. It could have been this. Nope. Let's make a Minesweeper game. I'm just going to start a new session. And I'm going to say, new session, I'm going to say, can you help me I'm going to say, do you remember what subagents in Goose are and how they work? If so, can you give me a prompt to optimally can you craft a prompt that will make 3 subagents build a Minesweeper game? And then I'm going to say, make sure the prompt is optimal or has optimal performance. Maybe decide if it should use, if the subagents should be sequential or parallel, or not should be, but should work sequentially or parallel. Don't run the prompts. We're brainstorming. Okay, that's my prompt hit. And then while that happens, I'll just tell Goose regularly. I'm still getting used to like prompting the subagents too. Like I want to see like how do I use subagents, but I'm just gonna tell Goose regularly, build a Minesweeper game. Cool, it remembers how to do that. And oh, these are too long. Absolutely not. I mean, I hate giving long prompts like this. I think these are too long. I think these prompts are too long. Altogether, it could be one prompt with like no more than 5 sentences. Cool. Perfect. This is what I want. Create a complete Minesweeper game. Cool. I'm hoping that like by using a game, I can kind of clearly show people how to use subagents. Because it'll be you know, kind of more visual for them, interesting, keep them locked in. So I'm thinking of like turning that into like a blog post, a video, something like that. Okay. So Goose is doing this part. You know what I could do tomorrow since autumn, or since my baby is off, I can probably try to make like a calendar type thing that'll help us to track our work better, because we used to use Asana and it looked cute, and now we use GitHub projects, which is great, like very performant, but I just don't think it looks as cute. And I kind of want to do like an overlay and like have some like a API calls to GitHub just so I can like visualize it better. Okay, let's see the Minesweeper game that Goose made without subagents. Cool. Ooh, I didn't hit a bug yet. Oh, a bomb, I meant. It's not too bad. Scared. Okay. Dang it. I knew it was coming. But it's so far this version is not too bad. I wonder if we can build up on it a bit more. Let's say, can we make this look more uh can we make this look closer to the Windows 95 version of Minesweeper? Okay, the subagents are going. The first agent has successfully started the core game logic, and now we're moving on to the second to build the responsive web UI. So if we look at this, it said that the first they're all working sequentially. Oh, none of them will work parallel. Okay, that sucks. I want something where there'll be one that'll work in parallel and one that'll work sequentially, so it could be clear, like, oh, why would you want one to work one after the other and then another to work in parallel? But yeah. Working. It's kind of fun with AI. While these are going, let me try to think. Like, I always try to think of like what's the like craziest but still cute thing. Like, I'm like, this was a nice initial try, but how can we get better? It could be so cool to just do a whole bunch of like I should do like a nostalgia theme, like just just go back to like the early 2000s, the the 90s of digital games, and use like AI to bring back those vibes. That could be cool. I could do something around that. I think I would be interested in that. So it's completely redesigning it for me. I could do some stuff with computer vision. There could be a lot that I could get done, but we'll see where we can go with that. Let's refresh this. Ooh, another thing I wanted to check out, I forgot completely, is the Git MCP. I'm not really sure what exactly this is. Um, I've seen people talk about it, but basically it says instantly create a remote MCP server for any GitHub repository. Interesting. What about compatible with us? Okay, first off, I'm gonna try the chat. And then after the chat, like let's try the chat. Block Goose to chat. Okay, chat with Goose Docs. Quinn, I guess. How do something really specific? Something about recipes, maybe. Maybe how do you create, or what's the difference? No. Yeah. What's the command to create a scheduled recipe? Or, yeah. Let's see. The model Quinn is decommissioned. Oh. Well, okay then. Claude 3.7? That wasn't my favorite. What do you guys feel about that? If anyone's even watching. Did anybody like credit balance too low? Oh. How I set them up. Okay, let me pull this over so no one can see. But how did people feel about 3.5 versus 3.7 versus 4.0? Obviously 4.0 was better and 3.7 was whack. But I'm just curious if y'all felt the same way. I think I'm gonna use OpenAI. They don't have Open Router, they need that. But let me see. OpenAI. Let me get my API key. I've really seen a lot of people going crazy over the Git MCP. OpenAI platform. OpenAI API platform. Login. Yeah. Okay. Let's get my API keys. Drop them in. Also, let me see how much money I even have on here. Oh, I got a little bit. Nothing crazy. Let's see. Get MCP API key. Oh, my Subagent started doing something. Wait, why is it doing this? Is it still working on it in the background and I didn't know? Yeah. What the heck? Okay. So for some reason, it got a little confused and it opened the tower defense file instead of the Minesweeper game. Stop right there. We're not doing tower defense. We're doing Minesweeper. I wonder if we used up like way too much tokens and it got confused. Okay, how do I want this? API key. Select project, default, create secret key. Copy. And then the next thing we're going to do is in Git MCP, you guys are not going to see me do this, save keys. All right, now I can bring this here and I'm going to say again, what's the command to schedule a recipe? I think I did this, enter. What? I'm just going to say, what is Goose? In context. This Git MCP thing, I thought it was supposed to be fire. How am I supposed to use it? Oh. No, I don't get what the problem is. Let's see, maybe I'll hook it up as a MCP server? I just wanted to see if I could do the chat first before that. Because I just wanted to see the value of it first, but whatever. So let's make it into an MCP. All right, so it gave us this, and again, I'm gonna have like a million sessions open. We're gonna go here into extensions, and I'm gonna go ahead and add the Git MCP extension. We're gonna do, I think it's a SSE. Yeah, SSE. This is the URL. There's no. Oh, it's correct. Okay, cool. I am, or it got enabled. I am in the Goose repo, so I'm gonna get out of it because then it could cheat. How about we go here? And I'm gonna say, can you tell me about recipes from the Goose documentation? Let's see if this get MCP thing works. Also, did you guys notice we put streaming into Goose now, so it's a little bit faster. Okay. Okay. So Goose did get confused over my tower game and the Minesweeper game. Let's see how much it's evolved since. Not much, unless it created a new file. It looks like the same file. Let's see what it actually changed. I said build this. Oh, this is let me close this because clearly I'm confused. Oh, I see. I'm the one that confused Goose. I talked in the same chat as it. Oops. Let me try that again then. That's why we need a way to like organize all of these different chats. Because you're gonna have somebody like me. All right, here. That's what I want. Can you make this have a full Windows 95 style and give the game a bit more visual detail? The subagent's still working. It has audio. So the subagent gave me some audio. That's good. That's exciting. Okay. And then I had another one going. Where is it? Let's exit this. Let's just clean stuff up because we don't know where we're at. Okay, cool. So get MCB did come through and it says based on the Goose documentation, Goose recipes are a reusable workflow. Cool. Interesting. Interesting. I think I should make a little YouTube short off of this. Oh, it will be fun. Yeah. This could be pretty interesting that we can do. Maybe I'll tell it to tell me how to you configure subagents. Okay, the get MCP thingy is decent. There's also MCP UI. There's been so much that I wanted to try out. Which one is it? This is what MCP UI is. So I guess MCP. Let's watch this fully just to see like how does it work. Show status. Show task status. So it gives you a visual of like whatever you asked it. Oh, that's kind of cool. Yeah, this is kind of cool. Man, I may make some content out of this. You never know. All right. Well, I think I played around with this a bit enough. Aw, Goose, why are you not doing anything? I think I borked my session, but it told me about how you can configure a sub agent. Its sub recipes are most similar. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Oh, I can't believe it plays sound. Let me see. Where's the HTML for this so we can just see it being generated? I wonder if I can make a more complex game, not just like an HTML, CSS, JavaScript game, and then use the subagents for that. Hmm. I'm thinking. Oh, you know what? This might work. I don't know. So I had built a game where you can like use your facial expressions to play with the game. Like it was just a snake game, but you basically had to use like smiling or being sad or something like that to add more to the game. So maybe I can do that somehow for the sub agent content, but have some kind of like actual developer workflow within it. Like maybe it's CI/CD or something along those lines. We'll see. Let's wait for this to be done. And then I'll head out. So this game, I can't believe myself. I literally gave this a more Windows 95 look instead of the Minesweeper. Ooh, wow, subagents go really detailed. And they go really detailed when it comes to it. I don't hear any sound though. I wonder if it's because of the sound on this. Let me turn it off for a second. Okay. Yeah, I hear zero sound. Oh, dang it. Yeah, I don't know. It says there's sound. Maybe it's still working on it. Oh no, it's done. I'm gonna ask it about the sound. Hey, so subagents definitely make more detailed or more, yeah, more advanced games. Maybe I should look into that, kind of focus in on that. Hey, how are you? Why doesn't the sound work? How did you implement it? Let's see. And then I'll head out. Mike is probably here in like 2 minutes, about to pull up. Um, let's see. I see the issue. I implemented the sound system in two different ways. There's a mismatch. Okay, go ahead and fix it, Goosey. Thank you. Let me put the music back on. It gave me some. Yeah, I'll be back, guys. We can. Well, it's really me talking to myself. But we can do so much more. I can come in with a plan every day. Um, Every day sounds like a lot, but I'll try. At least twice a at least twice a week. I want to be consistent in streaming and hang out with you guys. Now let me fix a critical issue. I need to update the sound mapping. Okay, cool. Thanks, Will. I don't really know if you guys learned. I feel like I was just jumping around from spot to spot. But yeah, I think I'll head out and I'll see y'all next time. All right, bye guys. I'll definitely come with more of a plan, so don't worry. It won't be all loosey goosey like this. Bye. Oh, it's like peering, learning from how you think about tools. Okay, that's cool. I like that. All right, all right. I'll really go now.